Hello and welcome back to Stack or Starve. Today I'm doing something a little different. I'm getting ready to make a tincture. Hold on. I said hold on because I wanted to show you what was left from the tincture that I made last year. It says 19 on there, but I couldn't get that off. But anyway, I made this last winter. This is what's left. This jar was full. This is like an antibiotic. Flu bugs, colds, infections that you may get, like maybe a viral infection or ear infections, throat, nose, ear infection. This is good. Over here I have some jalapeños, and I have it soaking in my fit. I got some fit. Finally got some more fit, so I'm not using my, what is it that I use? Peroxide to soak my veggies in. I'm using the fit. I have a red onion. I have some chilies, some red chilies, and some garlic, and I got some ginger. Okay, so I found some dried thyme. So I'm gonna be using dried thyme. Normally I would use fresh, but I don't have any, so I'm just gonna use what I have. I'm gonna use some of this dried thyme, and I'm gonna use some of this dried oregano. And normally I use fresh oregano, but this is all I got. This stuff is really good. This is some good herbs here. So I'm gonna be using the dried. Okay, now I have to peel and chop these, my garlic, and I have to peel and cut up the ginger. So, I'm sure we all know how to do that. So I'm gonna do that off camera, and once I get it all chopped and peeled and everything in the jars, I'm gonna show you how I do this. And over here in this pot, I have some mullein. These are mullein leaves, the mullein flower, and I have it in sugar, and I was supposed to use white sugar. I didn't have any white sugar, so I went ahead and used my organic sugar. Well, it did not break down and melt like it should have, so in the sun, so I'm giving this mullein cough syrup a little help by heating it on the stove very low. I'm gonna heat this up, and once all that melts, I am going to strain it, and I'm gonna have some mullein cough syrup. I actually have mullein growing in my backyard. It's not growing now because it's cold outside. Those little dark things are the mullein flower. As you see, it still has a little yellow up there. It's raining out here, but I wanted to show you guys this very strange plant that grows in my backyard. Grows this long, thick, whatever you stem, and then it gets these yellow flowers and these fuzzy leaves. Yeah, this plant is actually called the mullein plant, and it is medicinal, and it's good for your lungs. It's good for your respiratory system. And I pick the flowers and I use the leaves to make tinctures. I make a tincture with the with the leaves, and a cough syrup with these beautiful yellow flowers that I'm picking off here. And I should just really let these grow out some more, because they will grow to look like this. There's a little creature that lives over here under this tree, and I don't like getting too close to the hole where he goes in the tree, because I never know. Right there, I never know when he's gonna go in there or come out, and I don't want that thing running over my foot. And I try everything to get rid of them, but it's that big, ginormous tree. But yeah, see, those flowers will come out a little further and I can pick them a little better. But I just picked the pretty yellow blooms off. They smell so good. They are strong. So I'm just giving it a little help by melting it low heat. It's the only thing I can think to do because I'm not gonna waste that. That's some good stuff in that jar. So I thought I would have a nice cup of hot coffee since it's pretty chilly this morning while I'm making my tinctures. So I'm just gonna have you really have to fill this thing completely up to get it to, there we go. Fresh roast coffee while I make my tinctures this morning. It's a nice day for a nice hot cup of tea. I got my cup of ignition. Yes, that's my first name starts with a B. Oh, it smells so good. Nice and chilly outside, nice warm cup of coffee. What a tedious job. Cutting up garlic, but the thing about it is you don't have to be really perfect when you're cutting up your garlic for this because you're going to strain this. And actually you can really just throw in the leaves from the garlic as well, but I took most of it off. I'm just giving it a little rough chop and I'm holding my phone at the same time, but just gonna give it a little nice little rough chop to just break these open so all of that thickness from that vinegar gets all through the pieces of the garlic. It's a nice little rough chop. Doesn't have to be anything perfect. And you know, garlic has a lot of medicinal benefits to it. So, and there's no major measurements for this. You know, you can just eyeball it. Use a whole garlic. Use it quite a bit. Use a nice amount of ginger. And we're just gonna, I'm gonna have to get off my phone to cut this up. This is really hard, but you want to make sure you cut your ginger up. Okay, so I have my ginger cut up in some nice little chunks. Just gonna throw it into my jar. Now I'm gonna do the jalapenos. Now you might want to wear gloves to cut up your jalapenos. I'm not this morning. I only have 3, so I'm just gonna cut these up. They're gonna go into my jar as well. I cut the little stems off, but you could actually throw the stems in there too, but I'm not. I'm just gonna throw them in my little trash pile, and I'm gonna slice these up. They're gonna go into my jar. Now this is the one time that you're gonna wanna add your seeds. You want the seeds from the jalapeno to go in the jar. Yeah, this is gonna be spicy. Add your seeds. This is what it's looking like so far. And I got my red onion. You're gonna wanna make sure that you use a red onion. If you don't have a red onion, go ahead and use your yellow. But the red onion gives you so much more of the benefit that you need when you're making this tincture. So there's the red onion. And you can also throw in the leaves. Like I said, again, you're gonna be straining this, so it doesn't matter. You can throw in the leaves from all of it. All right, so now we're going to add a couple of these dried peppers. And I'm just gonna kind of slice these a little bit so that all that goodness from that vinegar gets in there. You want to use the seed. as well. I'm gonna add another one. Can't have too many. Okay, so now I'm gonna add, I should have had my little stand. I'm gonna add a little bit of oregano, about a tablespoon or a little bit more. I'm gonna add some dried thyme. And I'm only using these dried herbs because I don't have any fresh. About another tablespoon. Okay. Now you're gonna cover everything in this jar with your apple cider vinegar. Make sure you use an apple cider and make sure it's organic. And you want to make sure all your veggies are organic as well. I didn't say that. Everything needs to be organic. Okay, now I'm going to fill this jar up with my vinegar. And you want to make sure all of those vegetables are covered. You don't want to leave anything uncovered. This is going to sit for 4 to 6 weeks as everything ferments under the vinegar. Use the whole bottle. You're going to take you a spoon, just kind of give it a nice little stir. Every day you want to give this a shake. And also you want to use a plastic lid. You don't want to use, I probably should fill that completely, but I'll be watching this every day to make sure that everything stays under that vinegar. And this is how you make your tincture. Doesn't that look good? Looks delicious. It looks so pretty. It'll be just like this one after it's strained. And you can take about 2 to 3 tablespoons of this every day. Or if you're feeling like you're gonna get sick, or you're feeling a little stuffy, or a little, you know, not so well, I'll let this sit 4 to 6 weeks, then I'll strain it, and I'll have my winter tincture for colds and viruses, that type of thing for winter. You guys, if you like this video, give your girl a thumbs up, and I'll see you all in the next video. Have a blessed day. I went ahead and topped that off with more apple cider vinegar. Again, with the mother organic. I mean, this had a real thick glob of mother in the bottom of this one, so this stuff is really going to be good. Yeah, so you want to make sure everything's covered. So when you just give it a little shake, whoo, it's heavy. Give it a little shake, everything stays covered. There you go. And then you stick it on your pantry shelf so that it's visible, so you don't forget to give it a little shake every day. There's the Mullien cough syrup. I had to go ahead and cook this on the stove because I had to take it out the jar and put it on the stove and cook it to get it to get the sugar to dissolve with the flours, and then I strained it. So again, this is the Mullien that was made with the Mullien flour. You can Google Mullien flour, but or the Mullien plant, period. Plant that's good for lung health, coughs, cold, anything that you got, congestion, anything that is going on with your upper respiratory system, yeah, this is good for. That plant is good for. And it grows wild in my backyard. I also use the leaves. Actually, I smoke the leaves for my lungs. But I just gave my daughter some of this, and she's been having a lot of congestion, coughing with, in her lungs. And she was like, Mom, it's so nasty, and it's real sweet. But if you're gonna make this, I suggest that you use white sugar. That's the tincture from the leaves, and these are some of the leaves dried up. The leaves on the mullein plant will kind of remind you of the lamb's ear because they're kind of fuzzy. I smoke this. This is made with vodka, 100 proof vodka, and this is made with the sugar from the flower from the mullein plant, and all of this is for lung health. You could make this. It's not that hard. If you have a mullein plant, you could probably have some growing in your backyard and not even know it.